Hi guys, it's Sally. I'm back just for a couple of minutes. I want to show you a little mini journal that I made for my granddaughter. Almost 2 years ago now, I made her a little journal for her 16th birthday. And this granddaughter is a journaler from way back. I mean, most of her life, she has journaled every night in a spiral notebook. And I've tried to give her, you know, junk journals and so forth, but no, she journals on that spiral notebook. But for her 16th birthday, I gave her a little mini journal, and I don't have it here, so I'm gonna just slip in some still pictures of it right here. Here's the cover. It's just a little collage, and then on the inside, the first page is just a little place to journal, and then there's a 3-pocket page, and then a little brown bag with a tag in it, a little embroidered teddy bear on it, and this also is a bag on the left, embossed. And then this is the back of the little journal with happy birthday. Okay, so this journal I made it really tiny, and I made it from these calendar, I don't know, they're index card calendar folder things that I got at an office supply store 100 years ago. But I used this to fold over and make as the cover. So this was the cover. So this is how tiny it is. It's just a tiny little book, and that gave me some pockets in here to use too. And another thing I did, you'll see in the pictures, I had this little lace, it's a little book of lace stickers. Let me show you. It has little pages like this. Isn't that just the cutest thing? So I would rip off a page and glue it onto a page in her journal so she could write, have a nice blank place to write. All right, so then this year, just about, I don't know, sometime in December, I think it was when we were together for Christmas, she asked me for another mini journal. She said, Mimi, I want you to make a journal for me just exactly the same size as you did before, that little one. And so I said, okay. Okay, now I have an ulterior motive. I'm trying to graduate her slowly into an actual junk journal for journaling. But I decided to just make this journal a little bit larger. So each one I make for her might be a little bit larger. You see, you can tell how much larger the pages are there, you know, in this journal. But still, it's a small little journal. It's still a small journal. So actually, I used inspiration from Jessica Rapp from 2 Silver Oranges. I had bought this little journal from her, and I just thought it was really cute. I documented the things from my husband's illness and ultimate death, illness, and yeah, his ultimate death. So see, I have started journaling in it. You know, I guess the more depressed I got, the more I quit journaling, and so I need to get back and chronicle some things. I just wanted to document my feelings and how long it takes me to get, you know, back to my normal self. But anyway, I thought that was a good example of a little bit larger journal. So that's what I did for my granddaughter. So this one is her 2020 journal, and I gave it to her. Well, I tried to give it to her in January, but I don't know if I made it or not. But I have this little piece of it's just fabric tape is what it really is, that ties it. That's the closure. And you can see that the cover is stitched all the way around. There's a little fabric spine on it. I sewed in the signature. There's one signature, and I sewed that in with the pamphlet stitch. So it's a really simple thing to do. I collaged the front and the back, and it has the crazy stitching on it. So that was the beginning, and a little button and some labels. These labels are really cute. I got those on Etsy. They're called Mo Card. These were vintage labels. stickers, they're also called, but this was a nice box of cute little labels. So I use those in here, you'll see from time to time. On the front, a smile is a passport that will take you anywhere you want to go. I thought that was a really nice life lesson. Okay, so let's take a look in here. On the inside is a little pocket, and I have a handmade envelope that I did. I made with stamps and different, and you know, of course, Distress Oxide ink, and you know, this was I made it from tea-dyed paper, as you can probably tell, and then I put stamps and Scotch tape and so forth on it. This is inside is her school mascot is the lions, and so I put that little journaling card in there, and then this little booklet is a little journaling card, a place to journal rather, and I wrote my note to her on the back of it. So that's the first thing that's in the first pocket. Then covering the signature is my yummy brayered paper, which I've done a video on to show you how to do it. It's sparkly and got inclusions of little tiny micro beads, and it's acrylic paint on, actually I use grocery bags to make it. So you could look at that video and figure out what that is. See, there's the grocery bag back of it. This is a Farmer's Almanac, an old Farmer's Almanac that I got this little image from, this little piece from. And this is decorative paper with actual fabric inclusions. I don't know if you can see that, but maybe if I did it, I don't know, but they're raised. You can feel the texture of them. That's just beautiful paper. I just love it. And then the green ink is where Korie has already started. My granddaughter has already started journaling in here. I had to borrow the book back from her to get it for this video. So this particular music paper, Korie is a singer, and she plays the guitar and she plays the piano. So she is musical, and quite musical. And so I used this old looking music paper that came from, actually it came from this book, this scrapbook paper, scrapbook and collage papers, the European collection by Tweedy Jill Publications. And this particular book, I showed it to you because I think it's got some great papers in it. It's got some wonderful things to use in there. Ledgers and music and book pages, and even these marbled sheets. So I really like this book. I use it a lot. Alrighty, back to the book. And so on the back of that paper was this, and then this is tissue paper, tracing paper, actually, not tissue paper, tracing paper. That's in this in there on top of this. This is coffee dyed paper, and with this little greenish blue color in it, that probably was wine. I did some wine dyeing at some point in time, and then I made a little flip out here with a tab on it, on coffee dyed paper, and I of course used the distress ink to muddy it up and make it look crummy. Make it look old. This was scrapbook paper, probably Tim Holtz. Doesn't that look like Tim Holtz paper to you? I don't know, maybe. Anyway, this little doily I got from Sigita. Thank you, Sigita. She makes the greatest little coffee dyed things. This was just a little ledger page, and I did a rubber stamp of a deer on it. It has a pocket in the back. This image, I believe, came from one of those, you know, Somerset Studio puts in little artist papers, and I think this was a piece of one of them. And I just stitched around it and made a little journal card out of it for this pocket. This is an actual old ledger, and it's so brittle that I had to, I need to probably put some tape on this edge too, because I see it's, you know, it's kind of breaking up. And so that's what I did here. This is washi, but this is handmade vintage tape. And what I do, I wanted to show you quickly. I know most of you do this already, but just in case, I thought I'd show you how I do it. It's one of my favorite things to do. I just get Scotch tape. I like to get the thin tape, but sometimes I use the thick, and just put it down on my nonstick page here, little nonstick, you know, the stuff you get, the Teflon kind of a thing that nothing sticks to. And then I just use my distress ink. I'm using Vintage Photo, I think. Yes, by Tim Holtz. And I just make sure the edges get all inked up. And so then when I take it off, it makes a great piece of just vintage looking, old, like it's been on there forever. I'm going to put this on the edge here. So I'm putting it on the edge. I got a little wrinkle in it, but that doesn't bother me a bit. That happens. Things happen. So you see, it just makes it look even older and keeps it from tearing sometimes. Okay, this is just coffee dyed coffee dyed paper that I used a lace doily for to make an impression on it. This was scrapbook paper. This little thing I think is a rubber stamp, though. This little piece right here. Let me get this page out from under me and out of the way so I can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so this was a little rubber stamp on scrapbook paper. I coffee dyed the back of the paper. Put a little vintage, this probably came from a hymnal. I have a lot of vintage hymnals. And a little rickrack, felt rickrack there. This is bought decorative paper, and I just think it's lovely. This is just a little decoration with washi tape and a little 3D sticker. I don't know if you can see it. On tablet paper or notebook paper. This is just a little sticker, little shoe sticker. Coffee dyed paper. Here's a regular bought paper. This is decorative paper that has little pieces of paper inclusions in it. Then the centerpiece is actually a paper bag. Started as a paper bag. I cut both ends off, made finger holes here so you can pull the cards out. This is just a miniature image of one of Nick Bantock's pieces, and I put a little tab on it so you could grab it easily out of the pocket. Decorated the pocket with washi tape and stickers. This, I put a piece of scrapbook paper, I think, down on the center of this, and then I used music paper again, and a little miniature doily. And then this side has a little booklet in it that opens like this, and it has rubber stamps and a little tablet for journaling. So that just slips right in here and goes right in here. There's the other end of that decorative paper, coffee dyed paper, or yeah, coffee dyed paper. Then there's just a little collage here that I put on the edge, just of junk that was actually sitting on my desk. And here we just have a little sticker that I added on there. And this is a decorative paper piece that was purchased. And this pocket was made from one of my husband's ties. That's her granddaddy. So that was one of her granddaddy's ties, the fabric from it. And it has in there a little insert that's a matchstick book. You know, you've made those. Made with Tim Holtz paper. And then just decorated. And I have a little tablet in there. And it slips right in here. Oh, there's a little rusted pin on here on the lace. See that? Can you see that rusted pin? Okay, just wanted you to see that. little brads on the corners of the picture. It's those little details that make a difference, you know. This was scrapbook paper. More ledger paper. This is a little cigarette card. I get these from Etsy or eBay. They have them both places. They're old, vintage cards that used to come in cigarettes. And then this was just a little journaling card that I probably got from, I don't know where. Who knows where? Who knows? I don't know. Here's the other end of the doily. This is a little page. I had done this in her first journal, and she liked it, so I put another one. Here's another little cigarette card. Aren't they cute? I just think they're so cute. And then this little happiness card. 10 things that make me happy, 4 things that make me ecstatic. I think that's cute. Little place to journal. And then just another little journaling card. So that's little places to journal. And evidently that was Tim Holtz paper probably. And this is the other end of that little fold out sheet with a little washi tape tab. This is a little pocket I love. I love this little pocket. To tell you the truth, I think I saw this on a YouTube video, but I don't know whose it was. I have no idea how to find it again, but I just remembered that it was a fabric pocket, and it had this see-through top. This is deli paper, mine is, and with a little label on it, and fabric. It's fabric and lace and deli paper, and I just thought it was a cute idea with a little see-through pocket. Oh, I need to glue that down again. It came apart, so I'll leave that up to remind me to do that. And there's the other end of the, that's what that music paper looked like, and this is the paper with the fabric inclusions in it. This is the other end of the Farmer's Almanac page. And here's just a little, you've done fabric flips, and this is just a paper flip that I've made several pages on so she can journal in it. The other side of the brayered paper page. And then the back has a little pocket, and in that pocket is what I call a writing board. It's thick so that when you come over here and you get like, where is that center thing? You get like on top of the, oh, here it is. Like if you get on a page that's on top of this thick stuff and you want to write, and it's thick and it's has these crunchy places on it, these things, you can put your writing board right inside here, and that gives you a flat surface to write on. So that's what I put in the back of the book, so she would have something to help her when she's journaling. And then the back cover, and that's it for this little book. So I just wanted to share that with you, and I appreciate you stopping by again. See you soon. Bye-bye.